Alright, welcome back to some more Vintage Cube action. Jump right back in here. I will admit, I did do a draft this morning. Got really close to a trophy. I kind of messed up my final play of the final game of the final match. A little disappointing, missed out on a third trophy, but I guess that's what I get for not streaming it. But we're streaming now, so hopefully the trophies come. Definitely have a lot of ground to make up. I might draft some mono white as a palette cleanser. I've been doing some kind of combo-y shenanigans last couple drafts. See what we open though. Ooh. All right. Not the best pack in the world, but there is a Psychic Frog here. I think I'm going to take that. I know it's two colors, but it is really strong. Other considerations are pretty much just like 6 Fatal Push and Basalt Monolith. Skyclave Apparition is pretty good too, I guess, if you want to just jump into double white. Like if I wanted to go the mono white plan, I'd be fine with taking a first pick Apparition. Wouldn't be excited about it, but certainly a solid 3-drop. But as it is, I think I'm going to go with the Frog. I think it's just a lot more powerful than these other cards, even though we're jumping into 2 colors immediately. We get past an Ancestral Recall. Okay, so we're not playing mono white. Maybe I'll do that on the second draft. Take the Ancestral. I'm assuming my opponent, I'm assuming the person passing to me open a different piece of power. Soul Ring or something like that. But yeah, I'll happily take their leftovers here. Passing Breeding Pool. Seed Shark probably won't come back. This pack's not great. Maybe we can wheel Rafine's Tower if I'm in the mood for that, or need an Esperland. Okay, now we get Memory Lapse. It's a pretty good one. Not a lot of competition. I like Fire Ice, but I don't think it's really close to Memory Lapse. Trinket Mage is fine. Yeah, Abrade's fine. Take the Lapse. Really good start. Okay, now we get a Flooded Strand, which I think I'm going to take. Unholy Annex. Might wheel. Some people don't really know what that card does. I think it's better than some people might think. There's Pest Infestation, also pretty strong. Satya. If Satya wheels it, there's a chance I play it, but I'm already blue-black, so it'd put me in two extra colors. I'm going to take the Flooded Strand here, but I mean, actually, Underworld Breach wouldn't be crazy. I already have Ancestral. But I don't really feel like breaching. I'm not a. I recognize breach as a powerful strategy, but I don't actually like drafting it that much. I think it's sketchy to draft a little bit unless you just kind of draft a regular mid-rangey deck and then maybe get the breach pieces. Um, but I also think that I just don't really like the play pattern. I don't really like playing it that much. It's fine, but not my favorite thing. Now we get Iteration, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Phantasmal Image. Shallow Grave wouldn't be crazy with Psychic Frog. I might wheel Bazaar. Could do some reanimation stuff. Yeah, I mean, would keep me from going into a third color immediately. I guess it's either that or image. Shallow Gray's a little stronger, especially when there's a Bazaar I could wheel. Now we get Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. I like that better than Borrower. Aurora. Kaito is pretty good. But I think Bat with the hand disruption is pretty powerful here. Okay. A bit of a dud in this pack. Probably just take Discharge. I could still end up red. I mean, Hedge Maze wouldn't be crazy. I can fetch it with the Strand. I could end up green. We get a Grist or something like that. Tamiya wouldn't be bad in this deck with Ancestral. Interpreter isn't terrible either. Yeah, I'm gonna take that land. I don't know. Probably doesn't really matter that much either way. Alright, happy to take a Snapcaster here. Snapcaster Memory Lapse is great. Ancestral's awesome too. Sweet. Wield the Apparition, huh? Seems like Spellbomb or Kiora. Kiora's pretty cool with Psychic Frog. Fill the graveyard and get your 8/8 pretty quick. Good discard out for like Shallow Grave or other reanimation if we get it. Seems good. Okay, so here's a place where I could play a green card, take white. It's not, doesn't seem that bad in this deck so far. Or Fireball. Trinket Mage. Yeah. So I could have been mono white. All the white stuff's been wheeling. I didn't see anything crazy good in the white, but I think it's definitely open. I guess Trinket Mage, I don't need to go into red. I'll just take the Mage in case we get something. Pack 2 or 3. Ooh, wield the Annex, nice. It's probably be a good third path list too. But I'm gonna try the Annex. Sculler. It wouldn't be crazy to play Sculler. I think well, I might, I think Chandler is actually more likely. Fills the graveyard. Crater Maker. Ooh, okay, more power. More power, more better. There's a Misty Rainforest, which would be nice. But I don't even have any duels yet. Actually, Abhorrent Oculus would be a pretty sick card to have in this deck. I already have Cura, Psychic Frog to fill the yard, Dragon's Rage White. I don't need to be, I guess I don't really need to be 4 colors. There's Entomb too. A lot of cards I want here. Copter would be great also, but a few cards I would put above that. But yeah, like Misty, Oculus, Entomb, Copter, Mox, Jace, all very playable in this deck. Even Voidwalker too. Yeah. A lot of cards I want, but I'm gonna take the Mox, of course. It just means I'll probably wheel something that's playable. Hopefully. Now we get Lalia in red, Dark Ritual, Vampiric Tutor. Overlord's not bad. There's the Tamio I was talking about. I don't think I'm going to take that here, though. I think it's Overlord, Vamp, or Ritual. Tarmogoyf's not bad with the graveyard stuff we have. Wouldn't mind wheeling that. I'll probably wheel a couple things I want. I think ritual might be what I want here. I'm not really comboing specific stuff together. I think getting the fast mana, like a turn one annex would be pretty sick, you know? Or if we get other recursion stuff, it's really nice. There might be a world where we wheel Entomb. I doubt it, but like Entomb Shallow Grave off ritual. Hymn to Turok. Ooh, man, all these packs have had a lot of cards I want. I think I'm gonna take Tameo. Probably not playing Channeler right now. Check it out later though. We do have Galvanic Blast, Crater Maker to consider. I'm gonna try to wheel him to Turok. I think black's pretty open, so the double black 2-drop will probably wheel. Hopefully, I'm gonna try taking Tameo. I mean, I'd be happy with really any of these 5 right here. Even Satyr Wayfinder would be okay. So it's almost impossible to not wheel something here. Take the Tameo. Demonic Tutor, perfect. There's a Fire Covenant too. If Demonic Tutor wasn't here, I'd probably take Fire Covenant, and that would kind of push me into more red than green, even though I do have the fixing for the green. But I'm just going to take the DT. Pretty easy. Our first dud. It's not even really a dud. I can take Factor Fiction or Frantic Search. Skydiver's fine too. Take that over Witherbloom, Fabled Passage. I mean, these both fill the graveyard. Frantic Search is better on mana, and like it gives me my mana back. But Factor Fiction is obviously better card advantage. But you also get to choose what you discard with Frantic Search, which is relevant for Shallow Grave. Frantic Search might be more likely to wheel, though. I'm not sure. Now we get Corpse Dance. We can have Corpse Dance Shallow Grave for if we open like an Emrakul or something like that. Archon. There's also Blade of the Oni. Works pretty well with the Annex. It's a nice little cheap threat. I mean, I'm not going to be controlling, and I'm not dedicated Reanimator. Kind of mid-rangey tempo blue-black right now. So, I mean, even Dark Confidant would be good. It's probably better than Blade, even with the Annex synergy. I don't anticipate having big creatures unless I get more recursion. Shriekmaw, Abomination, Grave Titan. Lyris is fine too. Replay Psychic Frog, Bat. Probably take one of these big 6ers though. I know I just said I wasn't gonna have big stuff, but I kind of went back on that almost immediately in my head. As soon as I said it, I was like, I'm probably gonna end up with some big creatures actually. I'm gonna take the crab actually because it is a demon for whatever that's worth, and I think Abomination and Grave Titan are fairly close as far as power level generally. So take the demon. Brain Surge, Ballista. Don't really think I need Anger. I'll take the Brain Surge. There's a chance I play that. Okay, so this is the pack with everything. We wield the Oculus. I think Voidwalker would be more consistently good. But I want to try the Oculus, and I think this is a pretty good start for it. Psychic Frog, White, Kiora. Pretty good. I think Copter, like I said, Copter and Voidwalker would both be like really consistently solid. But I'm going to try the Oculus. We get Tarmogoyf, Tameo. I think I'd rather have Tameo fueling the graveyard for Oculus and stuff like that rather than Tarmogoyf playing off the graveyard. Goyf contributes more to like the tempo plays though. But if we're splashing green, I don't really want it on a 2-drop so much. There's also Talisman of Dominance. That wouldn't be crazy either. Some nice ramp, but I'll take the Tameo. Headquarters. Oh, I didn't wheel whatever I want. Oh, him to Turok. I didn't wheel him to Turok. Huh. That's a little unexpected. Well, I think I'm gonna take Unearth here because we could bin or discard Oculus and unearth it. It's also like all our creatures are pretty small except for Abomination, so let's try that. Tendrils to Fairy Mutavault. Mutavault actually works with Annex. Something to consider. But Teferi is also splashable, and I have Mox Pearl Flooded Strand for it. Yeah, let's maybe take that instead. Yeah, little Teferi too, nice. Corpse Dance, nice. And Show and Tell, I mean, it's not impossible that I play Show and Tell. So now I'm just looking for fixing pretty much. Although Grist is really good in this deck. I don't think I want Time Twister. I think my graveyard's pretty important, so I don't want to shuffle it. Don't have any synergies with that. And I really want to take Grist here, but I think I kind of have to take Watery Grave for the fixing. It's rough. I mean, I like Inquisition and Probe too, but like Grist is like exactly what this deck wants. So I wheeled Tameo. I don't know. I feel like Grist isn't going to come back. There's some good cards in this pack though. Like if somebody got on white, there's Jackrabbit Sentinel. There's Time Twister, Inquisition, Ragavan. Maybe Pyromancer goes if red is getting cut too. Maybe somebody's on Sword. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but, you know, take the grave. Be a little bit disciplined here. Jace. Ooh, Jace is pretty good. Broadside, of course, is super strong, but I don't have any red fixing. I do have some decent red cards I could bring in if I wanted to shift into red, but I already have fairly equal power level, like, other splashes already, and a really good card to take here in Jace. There's a Kaito too. There's a chance I wheel that. I think it's more likely I wheel that than, well, actually, I don't even know. Maybe Apprentice comes back too. Bobble's fine. Nice thing to get in the yard. Grim Monolith. I don't think this is much of a Grim Monolith deck. I'm going to go with Jace. Oh, there's Zagoth Triumph too. Maybe I can wheel that. We'll see. I'm going to go with Jace. It's great with Ancestral. Fills the yard. Hopefully wheel something out of that. Alright, well, there's the Time Twister payoff. Hole Breacher. Enduring Curiosity would probably be nice in this deck. There's an Ancient Tomb. Metamorphosis Fanatic is pretty sweet, especially with Brain Surge. But I might just take Hole Breacher. I think keeping people from drawing cards is pretty dope. I don't know. Maybe Fanatic is better. But I'm not really, like, I guess getting any of these creatures back is pretty good. But not, like, incredible. I might just go with yeah, I think Curiosity is more likely to wheel. I've been getting some blue stuff kind of late. I thought the same about the black cards too, so I may just be wrong. I'm gonna go Hull Breacher. Hopefully wheel something, but we'll see. Ooh, triple blue, huh? Don't know if I can do that. There's a Xander's Lounge. It's a red blue, or sorry, it's a blue black land that it's also red if I did want to play red as opposed to like white or green. Might be something I can switch into depending on the matchup. Probably not going to play Saheeli. Don't really have anything for Gadgeteer. And then there's like a triple blue Cryptic. Just don't really have the fixing for that, unfortunately. I'm going to take the Xander's Lounge. Ooh, Fractured Identity. That's pushing me more into white. for sure, as opposed to green. Brutality. If I was more dedicated reanimator, brutality would be good. I don't hate Sorin here either. It may be a card that wheels though. This is a decent pack. Somebody will probably take Greaves. I think Virtue will probably be here. It'll be like Virtue, Grove, Chalice, or something like that. So maybe Sorin is the other card. Because I want to take Fractured. I think I'll do that. Probably going to cut the green at this point. I think the white's better. Got Flash. Don't think I'm in for Deathclaw. Although if I did play the green, I guess Deathclaw would work. I keep getting kind of... I'm getting all crossed up on my potential splashes here. I do have green fixing, but I also have white. I mean, I have just as much white fixing, if not more, technically, I guess. Cruise is good because I'm filling the yard, but I also don't want to empty the yard for the most part. I guess I'll still take it over Deathclaw. Don't think I'm shallow graving at this point, although I did just get an Ulamog. I think I'd rather just have a Spell Pierce. Seems like that's more what this deck wants. Harvester, Counterspell, Jace. I think it's just Counterspell. Sink into Stupor and Witch Enchant are both pretty good. I had Witch Enchanter in a deck earlier, and it was nice to have the land spell option. Ghost Vacuum, not nothing. It's a great sideboard card. Harvester. I think I just take Counterspell. Counterspell is pretty sick. I have Snapcaster too. Oh, and we wield the Grist. Okay, Green Splash making a comeback. This is tough. Green Splash has definitely made a comeback here. Yeah, I mean, I'm also just not, I'm not taking anything else out of this pack, so I might as well grab it. Bank Buster. There's the Kaito. I think a Kaito will be good in this deck. Still got some room. Probably not going to play Carbomination at this point. Yeah, I think Kaito's great here. Wield the Curiosity too. I might grab Baleful Mastery though. I think Curiosity would be good in this deck, but I think I want the interaction of Mastery. I don't really have much interaction beyond the counter spells. I have like Fractured, I guess. Let's take the Mastery. I think it's just going to be more consistently good. I'll actually take Spellbinder. I'm not playing Saheeli. Okay, didn't wheel whatever I was trying to wheel out of this. I forget. Whatever. Oh, actually, Birds might have been. No, I'm probably not going to play Birds, even if I play green. Alright. Am I Esper or Sultai? I didn't get the Zagoth Triome. Unfortunately, that would have helped me get into green a little bit more. I have a Xander's Lounge for whatever that's worth. Not much fixing. I really didn't. What's funny is I didn't pass any fixing either, though. Somebody must have just been snapping up all the lands. I honestly don't think I passed, apart from Zagoth Triumph, I don't think I passed anything that would have helped me fix, at least from what I remember. Unless it was like really early in the pack. So potential options: Grist, Carbomination, Treasure Cruise all seem pretty valid. Tameo, White. Yeah, not really any of this stuff. I guess Spellbinder if I'm playing White, but probably off Brain Surge. I didn't get the Fanatic. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if Teferi Fractured is better than White Grist Tameo. I have pretty much equal fixing for both colors. I have Flooded Strand Hedge Maze for green, and I have Flooded Strand Mox Pearl for white. Playing green also lets me play a Surveil in, though, which is kind of nice with some of my Graveyard Matters stuff. Also, Grist, Tameo, White all enable the graveyard stuff. Fractured Teferi and Teferi are all just, great value planeswalkers, and not great value like bad, like a generic brand. I mean, they are good value. It's funny that calling them great value actually makes them sound like they're worse than calling them good value. Um, yeah, it might be the green. The one thing about the white is well, I don't even know if that's very true. I was gonna say the one thing about the white is because Mox Pearl is white, and it enables me to get like a turn two Teferi, where like it might be harder to get like a turn two Grist off of a Mox Pearl because I'd have to have a green source and the Pearl and a black source. Whereas Teferi only requires a blue source and the Pearl. But that's pretty slim. And I think white Grist Tameo is going to be a little bit better for my overall strategy here with Abhorrent Oculus and whatnot. I could play Treasure Cruise as kind of a second delve type spell. I also have the option to unearth Oculus. That's the ideal combo. I might just run it like this though. I could play 16 in this deck, or do I want Xander's Lounge? Probably. It's unfortunate. I don't want to play another tapped land, but I think I need it. My mana requirements aren't too heavy. I have like double blue counterspell. But pretty even split on colors. I think I'm a little more blue slightly. Yeah, but like these are just black green, so it's pretty close. I guess white actually isn't that necessary. It does fill the graveyard a little bit, but oh no, it does get. I guess it gets boosted up by the creatures I have. I don't have a ton of creatures, but if I do start milling stuff and I mill a few creatures, it becomes rather hefty. But maybe Cruise is better. Because I do have a lot of ways to mill. It's because Kaito surveils. Tameo does her +1 to mill 4. Grist mills 1 each time. We have Factor Fiction, potentially throws like 2 or 3 cards in the bin. Mine plus itself, so that's a lot. Kiora bins 2. Jace loots. We have Psychic Frog can dump some cards. Yeah, we got some stuff. Also, just general card draw. Inevitably, you're going to put more cards in the graveyard too. Ancestral, Tameo, and whatnot. Yeah, I think it's okay to have a second kind of delvish spell, even though I kind of want those cards in my yard for the most part. So like the ones that will take cards out of the graveyard are Oculus, Frog, and Treasure Cruise, like if I want to give Frog flying. But nothing else really takes them out. And my payoffs are Kiora for keeping them in, kind of Tameo, and yeah, that's about it. So I think we're good. Cool. Add some lands. I'm gonna go with 17 or 16 mocks. One forest. It's probably fine. I can even unearth Grist if I need to. Six, seven, eight, nine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9, 8, 3. Sure. Sweet. This is a cool one. Hopefully it works out. All right. I feel like I played this person earlier today. Play first. Discard to. Oh no, I'm gonna play. Like I said, discard to hand size. Unearth Grist. Easy. I'm gonna keep this. We got DT if we need it. Uh-oh, mono white. I don't have a snuff out. I do have Baleful Mastery though. Maybe I should go ahead and do that. Gives them a card, unfortunately, but Demonic Tutor. Say they have a flash creature like Reprieve or something. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing it. Bat. Oh, I should just get Ancestral, duh. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, whatever. I'll go ahead and do it. Oculus. So I draw both Delve cards. That is a little unfortunate, but it's the risk you take. 3 mana, no plays, 7 cards. What does that mean? What exactly does that mean? I guess I just play this and start surveilling. So 3/4 creature and has hexproof. Draw a card for each opponent who's lost life. Okay. So I just surveil 2. I don't get to draw. Or I plus it. That's fine. I think I still just surveil. Actually, no, I am going to plus it because it takes it out of Fury range on their turn. Although, if I surveilled that turn and then surveilled next turn, I could fill the graveyard enough for Oculus. But I also don't really want to exile Ancestral yet. So I have Snapcaster. They drop an Overlord as their first play. Okay. I'm kind of glad I plussed because now I can attack. And if they jump, so be it. If they don't jump, I get to surveil and draw. Okay, Flooded Strand gets green, but it's tapped. You gonna jump? No jump, okay. Suit yourself. There's the Snapcaster. Spell Pierce is kind of tempting to keep because they apparently have a bunch of big spells in their hand. It could be non-creature. But Snapcaster's pretty sick too. Yeah, I kind of think I just keep both. Get the Snappy. Leave up Pierce or just play Jace? Probably play Jace. I think I actually discard Grist now. I'm gonna unearth it. Or no, I actually just discard Oculus, right? Makes more sense. Canyon, okay. Oh, they're just cracking, okay. Maybe they're just mega flooded. Hit me for 4, sure. They scoop, okay. Maybe they just had a million lands, I don't know. They didn't play anything till turn 4. Oh no, they played Mother of Runes, I guess. Yeah, seems like maybe they kept a land heavy hand or, I don't know, maybe some conditional spells that weren't relevant. Not sure. Hard to tell. I drew pretty well there. And no changes. Don't really have anything I want to bring in for red-white aggro. I don't think. Run it back. Ooh, the Froge. We'll keep. Wonder if it's actually correct to wait to play the frog till I have Spell Pierce. Protects it from like white exile removal, you know, a little bit. Doesn't protect it from like Skyclave, but Swords Path, stuff like that. Council's Judgment. I did draw a tapped land also. Makes it a little more tempting, but it takes me off a turn of potentially cracking in with the frog. Yeah, just play land. Leave up Spell Pierce again. Another green source. I wouldn't mind another land, but I think I can bin it. I have a land drop next turn, so I think we're good for now. The Binder, huh? Well, it's unfortunate. I guess we will lose our frog here, I'm assuming. Play it later. And they know about Spell Pierce now. That's a rough one. Oh, they went for the Oculus? What the fuck? Okay, sure. I'll take it. Like I said, if they have, if they have Fury or Spell or Skyclave or something, Pyrogoyf. I could discard a bunch and try to block that, but I'm not gonna try that on blocks. I think I will play the land. I know I'm gonna want to play the land. Lets me ninjutsu and spell pierce if I want. Let's attack. I'm getting kind of low on life, of course. Might take 5 next turn, potentially more if they have like a flash thing. Okay, no blocks. I'll just let it hit then. Don't need to Kaito. I'll get pretty much the same effect from the frog itself. That's how insanely good it is. A little risky to play Annex. I could make a demon the following turn, but then if they kill that, I'm losing 2 each turn. I have things to play, so let's just go Tamio. Pass, I think. Leave up Snapcaster. I mean, I don't really need to play Snapcaster, but I have Spell Pierce. Discard Oliphant for a mountain. Okay. Got a dragon? No? Okay. No block. What? Okay, I don't know what was happening there. But we won. All right, on to match 2, I guess. Paid actor, not acting very well. I mean, Psychic Frog's a busted card, and it's hard to beat if you don't have removal for it or whatever. And if you know I have Spell Pierce. But that's interesting concession, especially with the first one. They just played like 2 things and scooped. All right, play first. Ooh, this hand's great. Nah, I should play Tamio first. Duh. I was like, ooh, do I get a Hedge Maze? No. All about that land efficiency. Get a Bolt. Preordain. Not good enough. No, they might be on like Breach combo. Could get breached out. Don't play anything else. No Lotus, please. Ooh, I might play that instead of Frog. Yikes. Archfiend. Slasher. Death Toucher's kind of annoying. I mean, both tutors could obviously get something good, but they're like a turn or 2 off Vamp Tutor. I mean, I should probably just take the Vamp Tutor. I don't like them having Slasher in 2 turns, but I can maybe find a way to deal with that. I can also just throw the frog in the air. Although, whatever they get's probably going to be a spell anyway, so I'm not really taking them off killing my bat. I guess I'd make them use a Vamp Tutor to get the spell. No, they'd be just using... I'm going to take the Slasher. Ancestral Recall. Good card. Okay, I guess we'll attack and then we'll flip Tameo with Ancestral. Flip a Rooski. Rogerto. And pass. Okay. Vamp it up. So they can't Vamp and Mystical because it would shuffle the other one away. Okay. Play Swamp and pass. DT. It's a good card. Oh god, Hull Breacher? Bowmasters. Yikes. Okay. So they can pick off the bat. Oh, they're gonna go for Tameo first, sure. Grist, Tameo, Swamp. So I guess I'll get Hedge Maze with Strand. Yeah. Where are we going? All me? You're not gonna hit the bat? That's weird. So it's these 4 cards in hand. So they must have vamped for the Bowmasters. So I can Psychic Frog, discard Grist, unearth it. Is that better than Tameo? Or Kira, I mean. Or well, yeah, Tameo would be good too. Hmm. Could just discard a lot in Treasure Cruise to get back Tameo again. I'm gonna get the Grist, I think. Millifoff, okay. Okay, so I could lose the grist if they have a answer for. Oh, they should have Wheel of Fortune. Yikes. I mean, I get to discard everything to Frog at least. Okay. I could actually leave the Strand because I'm not gonna have the Tameo anymore anyway. So Frog will be safe at least, but I guess I maybe should have expected them to have a wheel. As long as they don't draw a Fatal Push. Alright, now I'm assuming they send at Bat to get their Slasher. Kind of makes sense that they wouldn't get it earlier because they knew they were going to get a draw 7. Group of Counterspell, it's not bad. Bunch of lands though. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of life to work with Dark Confidant either. But I have a large Psychic Frog, and I have a Counterspell to back it up. Oh, wait. I'm just dead. They have an 11/11 Orc army. Exactly lethal. Perfect. Would it have helped if I... Nah, they could have just attacked with Bowmasters, pinged the Snapcaster, and hit me for an extra 1. Plus, I would have had to crack Strand. Wow, okay. That was rough. I thought I had that one there. I drew a million cards, had a frog, but Bowmasters is pretty good apparently. I guess I should have killed it. Yeah, I should have killed it. I could have played Snapcaster and just binned it, or played something else. Killed the Bowmasters. Yeah, I think I was just getting too greedy there, trying to like play all my stuff, get the best value on my end, but like I was so far ahead, I should have just taken away all their resources. Even going down cards on my end, you know. That was a little silly. But mistakes are lessons or something. Why did I click that? Um, what happened? Why am I not in a match? Oh, that was weird. Why did I hit league details? Why was that in my brain? Okay. Submit deck is what I was going for. That confused the shit out of me. Definitely don't want Brain Surge against Bowmasters. I mean, it's good enough against my deck as it is. Tameo, Ancestral, Frog. Yeah, definitely some other lines I should have taken there. But we'll run it back. This is definitely a trophy-worthy list. I just gotta pilot it a little bit better. The fixing is the only place it really lacks. I have fairly poor fixing, but good card draw, so that usually helps. mitigate the risk. The white cards might actually be a little bit better against them, even though they do draw cards. They're not so great against Bowmasters, but they're good against, instant speed stuff with Teferi, or, getting repeated value with Teferi, the big Teferi. I think overall the green's going to be better, though. A one-lander. Can't really keep that. Sorry that took so long. They just said sorry that took so long. I'm not sure what they're even referring to. Yeah, I guess I'll bottom swamp. Uh-oh. Writ Slasher. Okay, that's pretty good. So I go to 9. If I take it, it's pretty bad. I think that's what I kind of have to do, though. Am I jumping with Tamio? No, I don't think so. This isn't a coward stream. God damn it. Okay. I guess they take Cruise. I don't know. They're not taking Confidant. I know that. It's either Snapcaster or Cruise. Okay, why would they do that? Like, Confidant's the last card I want to play right now. Memory Lapse would have been nice for... Actually, not even really. I wouldn't have had Memory Lapse up. Go to 8. Go to 6. Go to 3. Yeah. No fear. So, of course, if they have removal for the Snapcaster, which I think I'm going to play, may have to play Memory Lapse, I guess, but... Still a ways off from cruising to flip Tamio. Doesn't really help against Slasher anyway. Assume they take Cruise now. Or if they have Recursion, they just take both. Would have been a nice one to Memory Lapse. Jace. They have Bowmasters, don't they? They have to. Oh, Mastermind, sure. Just have all the payoffs. Okay, so if I shrink, I take 1, 2, I go to 6, then I go to 3. I think that's still what I do, though. I should have attacked first, though, stupid. Big dum-dum. I'm wondering now, looking at my clock, since I'm like 5 minutes below them, if they're being sarcastic about this. Sorry that took so long. Like about me tanking or something. I drew a million cards. I think I have a right to tank. Kaito doesn't really do anything. I guess I can tap the slasher, but yeah, I guess that's something. Seems like they have a counterspell though. Maybe I play Jace instead. Cruising doesn't really make sense. I think I have to Kaito here. Or just lose. I take 2. You have the counter? I go to 2. Hang on by a thread here. They're like 1 Bowmasters away from probably killing me, or like a Shieldred or something. Sacrifice a Planeswalker of their choice. Tamio, I think, is holding the fort down. Oh, wait. He's not a Planeswalker? What? Okay. He's not a Planeswalker when he's a creature. I guess I should have known that. Cool. Still get the bonus for this turn at least. Or not the bonus, the whatever effect. Oculus. Doesn't really do much. I guess, well, I could surveil. Should probably attack first. I could -2 it again, but Slasher's not untapping next turn. Need to get a flying blocker. It's funny is I might actually get burned by drawing a card here. Ooh. Annex Ritual Chamber isn't, well, I don't have double black though. I think I have to bin both of these anyway for the Oculus. Yeah, draw your card, Bridgekeeper. There's the double black. I'm going to play the land in case of mana leak. I think it's worth. Got the counter. Or any removal or anything. Anything. Ah, okay. Oh, wow. I actually, if I had not played Jace, I could have flipped the bat and blocked with that too. Shit. Okay. Hopefully they don't have removal. I assume they do though. Or just like a Bowmasters. Yeah, looks like a Bowmasters. Oh, Grave Titan. Okay. It's a big fella. Kiora. Tameo Treasure Cruise. Put 5 cards in, plus Jace. Shrink the Slasher or something. I can Kaito the Grave Titan. I lose the Kaito though. What am I even looking for with Tameo? Ancestral. Counterspell. Hull Breacher. Yeah, I guess I'll leave the green for Grist, potentially. Hmm. I've been the Psychic Frog, okay. Mox Pearl. Might just get rid of the Treasure Cruise here because I want the Kiora value. Okay. It's a Deep Cavern Bat under there. So Oculus makes a blocker. Tap the Grave Titan, shrink the Slasher. Block, block, block. They have to have absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. Being my ritual. I do have Jace though. Can't attack. Down to 10 cards. So Tameo Jace can get stuff back. But hopefully I don't die here. Okay. Got the Bowmasters. Bowmasters kills me. That's still true. Oh. Okay. What the hell does that mean? I almost want to keep my bat. But I can also just get it back with Tameo potentially. They have like a time twister. No, that doesn't really make sense. No plays. Attack into things. No plays. I want to get Deep Cavern Bat back. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Demonic Tutor is tempting, but I don't even know what I'd look for. Getting Kaito back, but Grave Titan still has a stun counter on it. Let's just get the bat and see what they're working with over there. Okay. I'm at 9 cards. Maybe getting Tutor is just better. Breacher. I wonder if I can flip Grist. How does it feel? I do have to win game 3 somehow with 6 minutes. Assuming I win this, I don't know. No guarantee yet. I have 4 cards, but I do have an 8/8. Alright, let's shrink you. Unearth. Ooh, I kind of wish I had Grist in the yard now. Alright. I think we're good. I have 1 card left. Milking me for all the clock I've got, I guess. They're even double blocking. That's so sleazy. Just for the extra click. They've done this before. Yeah, 4 minutes to win with this deck is kind of a big ask. But I can do it. Can swap into the somewhat more straightforward white splash plan. Could also play something a little more assertive like Abomination, but they're not exactly a slow deck that just was a long game. Seems like Dark Confidant's a little risky against them. I also might end up milling myself again, or like decking myself, I mean. I don't have any life gain. But what am I actually cutting it for? White? Let's just submit. It's not a great hand, but I think it's a keep. Jace is good at filling the yard. Yeah, put on top, I guess. If they have Bowmasters, this deck is just going to lose, so I just kind of have to hope they don't have it. Everything I do is drawing cards, pretty much. Mastermind. That sucks. Guess I have to Jace on their turn. Okay. I have Unearth. Uh-oh. They have Shieldred too? Jeez. The card draw hosers are out in force. Draw Confidant. This is exactly why I didn't want Confidant in my deck. I guess it chumps Shieldred, but... yeah, this is horrible. Their deck is just extremely good against me. I was lucky to win even one game. Yep. Yeah, still gonna draw. I gotta do something. Or no, Cura, okay. Yeah, more card draw. Nice. GG's. Yeah, I just got fucked up pretty much. They had Bowmasters game one, somehow missed all of their card draw payoff cards. I guess they had Mastermind, that was the weakest of all of them. But then yeah, got shielded in the final game, and I didn't draw like Mastery or anything. I had kind of a slow card drawish start. Pretty much every card in my hand or that I drew cards. Even Confidant, even though it didn't draw cards, it still lost me life, right? Because it was just part of its inherent ability. So it's essentially the same thing. All right, so no trophy, but I still want to play the third match here. This deck is very good. That was just an unfortunate matchup that had a lot of card draw punishers. I messed up game one. I should have won game one. There's no telling if I would have won game two, because then we would have been on the draw, but I definitely should have won game one. I could have killed their Bowmasters, but I did not. I don't think switching into like the white cards was going to do me much good against him. Although I guess, well, I could have cut Treasure Cruise, brought in like Carbomination. It wouldn't have helped in that game, but probably still would have been the correct thing to do. Although I didn't know they had Shieldred, I thought I was only scared of Bowmasters. I kind of assumed they had something like Shieldred or Hull Breacher, but I didn't see it all game two or game one. Keep this. Island Ancestral, fine. Play it on their upkeep, I guess. It's possible this deck has too much card draw. If I had like one more land, I might even wait another turn on Ancestral. So I don't have to discard, but discarding is really not that bad in this deck. Especially if I draw on Earth or something. As long as I get a swamp and something to play, I can probably ritual into something and not have to discard. Although the stuff I'd be ritualing into is more card draw, so maybe I will have to discard. But if I rip a swamp, I can go like ritual, bat, confidant, and go from there. Opponent mulls to 6. Mulls to 5. Yikes. It's only after I'm out of the trophy contention that my opponent mulled to 5. I've noticed. Could also wait and like try to spell pierce something, but I'd rather just Ancestral, get my swamp. Demonic Tutor, huh? So could go get Psychic Frog and play that. But I think I think going Ritual Bat to see what's up, and then playing Confidant's fine too. Portal, Brutality, Eureka. Okay, well I have Spell Pierce for Eureka. Just take the Brutality. That's quite the hand there. Watch him draw Lotus. I get punished for tapping my blue source. I could tutor, but I don't even really know what I want right now. I'd rather just play Confidant and draw extra cards. Get a 2-1 down. Okay, play your breeding pool tapped. What do we got? Island, okay. Island Kaito. I'll just tutor. I already played Ancestral. Could get... Could get like Annex for more just consistent card draw. Frog is pretty good too. Snapcaster for Ancestral. Counterspell. Maybe I just get Counterspell. Kind of makes the Spell Pierce a little worse, because then they just know I have a counter. But maybe then if I tap down to just one blue there, they'll be tempted to play their thing. Like I have a 3 damage a turn clock, and if I just get a second counter, I think we're probably good. I could get Mox too, but yeah, let's just get a Counterspell. Opponent's got an interesting list over there. Mountain, Breeding Pool, Island, Brutality, Eureka, Portal. I mean, if their last 2 draws were like blue card Force of Will, then could be in trouble. One of them was Sanctum, apparently. Second green source for Eureka. Mastery. Draw Jace. Let's just pass, and then I'll Factor Fiction. Be fine. I kind of wanted to play Jace there, but might as well hold up both counters, I guess. It's not the fastest clock, but Jace wouldn't have sped it up. Kaito would have. I could have risked it and like Kaito'd in the Confidant, held up Spell Pierce. See, they know I have Counterspell. That's why I said it makes Spell Pierce a little bit worse, because now they know I have Counterspell. They're just not going to play their stuff, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, just split the spells, I guess, and One land with Breacher. Might just take the annex. Extra land. Nah, I think I actually want the extra stuff in my yard. TBH. I have plenty of card draw and things to play, so don't really need the annex. I should have played Island. Yeah, just discard a couple. I'm actually just going to discard Jace. Maybe I should have ditched Island, but I want my land drops. Can unearth the Jace. Wait, didn't they know I had Hull Breacher? No, they didn't. Okay. I should have just Hull Breachered. What am I doing? Am I a dum-dum? I think I might be a little bit of a dum-dum. Why didn't I just Hull Breacher? Whatever. Could have won the game. Didn't. I was just so I thought that they knew about the whole breacher. I think I was just confused. I'm like, wait, they got me somehow. They knew that I would flinch. All right. I mean, we have counterspell. They have Eureka and something else. Okay. GG. Yeah, obviously should have Hull Breachered the fucking Wheel of Fortune, but oh well. So opponent's on quite the deck over there. I'm assuming Show and Tell also. They're playing red, so through the Breach, Sneak Attack, whatever. They're just playing various cheat cards into play cards. So it's only fair that I bring in my own Show and Tell to Show and Tell out my 2-drops. That makes sense. Fractured Identity could be good against them. To fairy, like bouncing the stuff that they Show and Tell out. Might be better than the green stuff potentially. The green cards are better at enabling my other cards like Frog, Kiora, Oculus. I think I might actually have too much card draw in this deck. I'm just like drawing cards every turn and like dealing a little bit of damage to my opponent. Interacting occasionally. Tamiyo's pretty good against Portal, if I can get it out. Because it stops the sacrifice. Everybody talks about how busted Frog is. It's pretty busted. I can attest. I wouldn't call it like the best card in the cube or anything, but it is pretty busted. I think you really just need to play against it. Have your opponent play a turn 2 Frog and try to figure out how to beat it, and then you'll know. It's certainly not unbeatable, but it is very good. Because it basically just almost never dies to damage, and you either chump block it because they can just make it bigger than pretty much anything you block with, especially if you play it turn 2. If you don't chump block, they're drawing a card. Like, if you draw one card off of it, it's already great. Anything after that is incredibly good. You can do weird stuff with like draw sevens where you like discard all your whole hand to it, you discard like 4 cards to it, and then play a draw 7. You know, make it big and then still get full value from the draw 7. Sort of a creature version of like Lion's Eye Diamond almost. All right, tapped land, but still worth a keep here. Could even go turn to Kaito instead of playing Ancestral. Don't think I need to turn to Kiora because I'm still off Threshold for quite a while, and she doesn't do anything to like enable Threshold after she's down. So I'd rather go early Kaito. But yeah, back. I mean, on the Psychic Frog note, it's one of those where it's like it's not like it necessarily combos. It's not like a Splinter Twin where it's a very evident combo win. You know, it's just a very cheap and efficient card that doesn't have any downside. You know, like even it being a 1/2, it may seem like a silly thing to comment on, but like even it being a 1/2 doesn't, like, you don't have to discard any cards for it to not trade with a 1 power creature, which is relevant. And like you discard 1 card and it's probably gonna win a fight versus most 2-drop creatures. You discard 2 cards, it's gonna win a fight against most 3-drop creatures. Like all you're doing is discarding a card to level it up to beat every other creature your opponent's gonna play pretty much until they amass a board. Do I play Lounge? Lounge, or do I go ahead and Ancestral? I'll probably just play Lounge. I think I just get my mana out and then I'll jam the Kaito next turn probably. I could get a double like loot effect with Kiora potentially. They've been to Kolaghan's command. I guess I'm happy about that. They pay the 2. Survival of the fittest. Yikes. That's kind of scary. Do I just hold up Baleful Mastery? Probably not. They don't have that much mana yet. Oh, this one, Kaito. It's pretty good. Nothing crazy, but it's all right. Yeah, I think I ritual Kaito out. It seems okay. It's not gonna do much right now, but I can maybe tap down the creatures if they're not like through the breaching them. I can maybe throw stun counters down. Got Mastery in hand. Especially if they're like reanimating. Yeah, it looks like they're reanimating. Or I mean, hopefully not Shallow Grave. That would be annoying. I will get the Sweet Ninja emblem though. So there's that, even if they kill Kaito. Woodfall Primus. Okay. No plays. I like that. Maybe plays. Okay. We've got something. Bone Shards, the Kaito, discard Primus. Cool. Got Annex. Annex or Kiora. Or just Ancestral. I don't want to lose too much life from the Annex. I take 2 from the grave. 2 from the Annex, go to 16, take another one next turn. Could run into a problem if they shallow grave, but it'll be okay. So once I get to 5 mana, I can make a demon and start draining them instead of losing life. Ideally. So next turn I can Ancestral, hold up Mastery probably. Land is pretty good. The green source. Alright. I mean, Shallow Grave Primus would be pretty good. Blow up my blue sources. They just don't have anything. Okay, fair enough. Try to Cura into something to unearth. Tameo. Okay. Discarding Oculus is interesting. Could unearth that. I mean, I kind of want to hold up Mastery, but let's just get active, I guess. Kind of wish I had Spell Pierce up. They like through the breach. But they've already been 2 of their big things. They can survival for something, but then they'll be off breach. Let's see what they do. It's kind of a wild build they got going on over there. Looks like Reanimator, Show and Tell, Breach, Eureka. I don't know. Because I feel like you wouldn't be playing Portal with just Eureka. I feel like you have to have Show and Tell also. And the only real reason to be playing red is Breach Sneak Attack with what they're doing. I mean, I know they have Kolaghan's Command, but it's probably just incidental. Land. Okay, I think I'll go one more turn without activating the Annex. Get the Oculus out. And then I'll just hold up Mastery plus Snapcaster or Spell Pierce. Seems good. It's a pretty fast clock. Could Snapcaster, because if I flip the thing, I could drain them at the end of the turn for lethal. But I don't think that's really necessary, especially now that I have Counterspell also. Yeah, this game is over. Unless they somehow get an uncounterable thing down. And memory lapse. Sure, I'll ditch the Tameo. The frog was there, he's just hiding. GG. No trophy. Definitely a trophy-worthy deck, but can't win them all. I'm going to go hit the head real quick and grab a drink. We'll be back. We'll do a draft. Take a peek at the last one. Oh, I guess I have to go here. There. You can stare at that beauty for a minute. Be back. All right, we're back. Let's jump into another draft. Maybe this will be the one. Other than Cube, what do you play? Can't stand EDH. Yeah, I'm not a big EDH fan either, for the record. But no shade to anybody who plays. Um, I mostly just play limited. Cube is my favorite for sure. But I'll jam some regular limited of like recent sets. Pioneer Masters is kind of cool. I liked Foundations. That was fun for a little bit. But yeah. So this pack, Mox Emerald obviously is the pick. Urza's Saga is not like a super close second, but it's definitely second. They came from the pipes is kind of a cool top end like card draw thing for blue mid range. Troll's pretty good. 6 is alright, but we'll take a Mox and move along. Okay. Ooh, we got some options here. So there's Mother of Runes if I wanted to go just direct mono white. There's Fourth Hurlingus, which I mean, if I'm going to take a white card, I'd take fourth because I can splash it. There's Inti, but one similarly, if I take a red card, I'm taking fourth. So I think it's really just between Hull Breacher, Fourth Hurlingus. I think they're both better than these fetch lands. And I think I'm going to take fourth. I mean, Hull Breacher is nice to get early because then you can prioritize like draw sevens to try to take advantage of that. It's a little easier to splash because fourth requires 2 colors immediately. But I think I'm in the mood for some aggro. Let's jam a fourth. Unfortunately, I'm passing like a really good red card and white card to my left. But if I took Hull Breacher, I wouldn't really be passing too much. That Sphinx is not a very high pick, I don't think. Alright, pick 2. We have a Thalia. I'm not big on Thalia, but I do like Death Greeter's Champion. If I take Champion, it kind of cuts red pretty hard. And the only red card in that other pack was Inti, so maybe we can get just heavier red. R1 would be good if we end up Naya. Maybe we can wheel that. I'd love to have one of those fetches back, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I'll take the Death Greeters. Okay. Ooh. I was going to take Lightning Bolt, but there's a Palace Jailer here too. So I think I take that. Down for some aggro, yeah, same. I love a Lightning Bolt. Super efficient card, but I think Jailer is a little bit better. I don't actually think it's by that much. Like, probably not as much as some other people might say. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, Lightning Bolt, that's replaceable. It's replaceable. It's a 1 mana, whatever. But I'm like, yeah, I guess, but it's also the best at what it does. It's like, it's the best burn spell. By a decent margin, I'd say. But anyway. I could be wrong about that. Got a Jailer. Now we get Pyroglyph. It's another 4, so I don't need too many more expensive things. I'm kind of filling up that slot pretty quick here. There's a Sunblessed Healer, which would be fine, but Goyf is significantly better, I think. I wouldn't mind wheeling like Enchanter. I mean, Healer too, but I don't know if I'll get both back. I'll take the Goyf. Council's Judgment. Elegant Parlor. Judgment's pretty good, but I might just take the Fixing here. Yeah. With white, you end up with a lot of double white, which is kind of hard to pull off. I think red-white requires the most fixing of most colors because there's a lot of double white, there's a little bit of double red, and you kind of need the colors like immediately because you're playing an aggro deck. If you're in black, maybe Bolt is like Bird's always good. Yeah, Pyro's good. Yeah. Agreed, agreed. So Containment Priest is the anti-combo, anti-reanimator type card, but Paragon's pretty solid too. I guess I just said I have a lot of 4s and 5s, so I'll take the Priest. Lagavos Onslaught's kind of cool. Carnosaur, not really a Carnosaur deck. I guess Savitram could be something. Mutavault maybe, but I don't typically like Mutavault in red-white. At least not until I get really good other fixing. Commando's pretty solid. I like Seraph, but it's double white mostly. And it's a 3, which you can get a million 3s. I think I'd rather have another 2. White 3 drops, yeah. Like Skyclave Apparition and stuff. Lingering Souls. So if I take in Savitram, like Lingering Souls gets a little bit better, but I'll probably still take it. I mean, Kolagon's command is solid. I don't think I want Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage is like pretty weak as far as lands go. I'm probably not going to have any reason to like want fetches in particular. Let's take the Lingering Souls. It's a little bit easier to splash than Kolagon's command. We wheeled the Mother of Runes. Didn't wheel the Inti, unfortunately, but I think at least if white is open, we can get some stuff going. It's pretty good. Okay, now it's Arwen or Thalia. I mean, I'll probably take Thalia. I really do like Arwen. I think it's a great card, but I want to take the 2-drop, and Thalia does disrupt things pretty well. I don't have a lot of non-creature stuff yet, so on a good track for a Thalia deck. Take Sparrows, I guess. Okay, wield the healer. I'll take it. Brawler, maybe. Okay, well, Courtyard, actually, I could play with souls. That works. Alright, pack 2. Yuck. This is not good for me. There's a mana leak. I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy to try to get into blue. But I think Evangelist is fine. Maybe wheel Fireball potentially, or Crater Maker. Not a great pack for me overall. Temple Garden would even be a consideration too, in case I open like Minskin Boo or something else good in green. I don't know. I mean, most of the white stuff wheeled, so I feel like Evangelist might come back too. Fireball is pretty good if we get, I mean, we already passed up on Inti, but if we get like Lelia, stuff that exiles it for free, you can cast it for 3 mana and still deal the 5 damage. It's kind of a cool interaction. Don't think I want Research Desk. Yeah. Well, maybe I should just take Temple Garden. I don't know. I'm going to take the Evangelist. Cut white. Now we get Arid Mesa. Emrakul Ulmog next to each other. Nice. Unholy Heat's fine. Virtue's fine. But I'll take the Mesa. Easy. Now we get Plateau, but there's also Ragavan. I think I have to take Ragavan. Hopefully wheel Apparition. Kellen's pretty good too. Force. We saw Eldrazi, now Force. Some kind of pattern going on here. 1 mana 2/1, 1 mana 2/1. What's happening? Wait a minute. I mean, obviously Plateau would be great. I know I was harping on fixing being very important in red-white, and it is. But monkeys are also important, so I'm going to take that. Burst Lightning over Exercise. You're thinking land. I honestly wouldn't fault anybody for taking land, but I like monkey. Burst Lightning, Exercise. I'm going to take the Burst Lightning. I think Exercise could possibly wheel if white's open enough. Simulation confirmed, yeah. Ooh, a Parallax Wave. There's a Nadu. Not really on the Nadu train though. Yeah, I mean ending's fine. We're just probably gonna be mostly two colors though. Metamorph. I've seen people play Metamorph in just like any deck like this if they're short on threes. But Wave is very strong, so I'll take that. Oh, okay. I guess it wants to go there. So Lingering Souls is a non-creature spell in terms of like, where is it? Thalia. And fourth is as well, but they obviously make creatures. But I'm still pretty light on non-creature stuff for the Thalia. So at the moment, I think playing it in the main is a decent idea. See where we end up though. Okay. Well, there's Stoneforge. Don't really have a reason to take that yet. I could take it and try to find I mean, if I haven't already passed Cauldra, I never really track it until I see Stoneforge. I'm like, wait, have I seen Cauldra yet? I think I'm gonna take Headliner Scarlet though. Scarlet's pretty sick. I already have 2 4s plus fourth, and Parallax Wave. But Adeline's a 3, which is not far off, and I think Scarlet's just better. Plus it's double white, which is a little rougher on the mana. Confluence is great too, but I think I like Scarlet. Magda, solid. Slam that. Revoker wouldn't be crazy either, but take the Magda. Archangel Elspeth. I don't think I'm playing that card. I have plenty of 4s, and it's only pack 2. I'm gonna take the Savannah in case we do end up green. For Minskin Boo. Got the Fireball. I don't think I'm playing Research Desk. Yeah, to put Fireball on the board. Need the souls to protect the upcoming White Plume. Oh yeah. So that was in the mega like powered up cube, which this is no longer. So no more initiative in the cube. Taking Unholy Heat. Ooh, we wield the plateau. Sweet. I'm definitely taking that over Apparition, as good as the card is. We've got a ton of playables already. Untapped red-white duel is perfect. Exercise, I'll probably put that in the board, but good to have. Ending, I don't think I'll need Breach or Anger. There's a world where I want Ending if I'm playing against like another aggro list, maybe. Stoneforge, maybe. Oh, I guess I'll put it in for now and see if we get an equipment or two. This deck is pretty solid so far. I need like a Swords to Plowshares in pack 3. Wouldn't mind like another fetch maybe. Caracas would be great. There's another fetch. I guess I'd probably take that over Robber. Yeah, wheel like Sentinel. I think Innocence is fine. Certainly not like a high pick though. I think Detectives Phoenix is pretty solid too. Every time I play against it, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta deal with that. But then every time I see it in the pack, I'm like, yeah, it's just a 3-mana 2/2. What could it do? But yeah, I'm gonna take the turn. Dismember. Man, I do like Screaming Nemesis quite a bit. It's kind of hard to deal with. But Dismember, I think, is just a little too efficient removal. It's good to have cheap removal for Ragavan, too. Yeah, I think Dismember's a little too good. Okay. Guide of Souls. I do like Guide of Souls a lot. I really like it with Ocelot Pride because it lets you gain life whenever creatures enter, um, and which means you don't have to attack with your Ocelot Pride. Bad pack, take what you ask for. Yeah, all I need is this, and then I get it. I get it, and I'm like, bad pack. It wasn't very good apart from the card I wanted, so I guess we're both kind of right. I feel like Guide might wheel. I kind of just want to take the Sunbaked Canyon. I don't want Overlord or Elspeth very much. Oh, what I was saying about Ocelot Pride. You can gain the life without putting Ocelot Pride in danger in combat. And then when you do get tokens, you gain more life and get more energy and throw things up in the air or whatever. Pretty sweet combo. Spellbinder's a good 3. There's a Wasteland here too, though. Is there a world where I wield the Spellbinder? I feel like people started picking up white cards. Especially pack 2. Seemed pretty open pack 1, but I think people got into it. Yeah, it's binder. I don't know. Wasteland's solid, but I'll take the binder. Chain Lightning or Felia? Felia's pretty sick, especially with Parallax Wave and Containment Priest. It's a nice little combo. I like Chain Lightning quite a bit, but I have 3 1-mana removal spells already. So I think I'll just take another 2-drop. Okay, I don't really need another 4, but Wandering Emperor is pretty good. Luris, not bad either. Luris is great with Sunblessed Healer because the kicker doesn't count towards the mana cost, so you can cast it with kicker and get another thing back. Pretty dope. I wonder if Luris is a better card than Emperor. Certainly better with Thalia. Yeah. Laker Luris, I guess. Vantage, some good blue. Emperor Bones. I feel like I see Emperor Bones go way later than it should go. I mean, I say that and I'm going to pass it right along, but this card is very good, and maybe people just aren't drafting black very often. As much as I love Flame Slash, I think Vantage has to be the pick. I need 3 more playables if I take Vantage, but I have like Fireball Ending I could play, Exercise, all fine. So I think I still just take the fixing. Good fixing, take Wasteland. You're not bad. I definitely considered the Wasteland. But a Spellbinder I think is just a really solid 3-drop. Nice disruption to keep your threats alive and keep the game plan going towards death by 1,000 little 2-mana creatures. Winds of Abandon, nice exile effect for like bigger creatures. But I don't mind just taking Glimmer Lens. Not a big fan of winds. Galvanic Blast was not terrible either. Enduring Innocence or Phoenix. I think I actually want Phoenix. Slasher, the hash-slinging slasher. Elspeth, maybe. Ephemerate, Arena of Glory. I guess I'll take the Arena. There are situations where like it's not great. I don't think I need Ephemerate. Pyroglyph, Jailer, kinda Scarlet, Spellbinder, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it quite does enough. Why did it not put them with the lands? That's weird. Take channel. Sylvan and final card. Imperial Seal, okay. Sweet. This deck is good. It's a good one. I think I just run it like this. I don't see any swaps to make, really. If you prefer Elspeth, you know, power to you. I think that the 4s I have here are a little bit better. Seems like Luris is worth it. I don't have like Bobble or Chromatic Star to really take advantage of it. But what am I playing over it? Like Elspeth? Exercise? I mean, I could play Ending and play like Savannah and have potential, 3 or even 4 color Prismatic Ending with Mox Emerald too. Yeah, maybe I do want another removal spell. Don't need a swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus Mox. Cool. Seems good. Let's jam. Ragavan over Plateau every day, twice on Sunday, yeah. Yeah, and we wheeled it too, so I guess the other drafters thought the same thing. Wheeled the Plateau, that is. We ended up with like pretty much every red-white land too, which is cool. I kind of wish I could have picked up that Wasteland because I think this deck with 17 lands and one of them being a wasteland is like a nice little, 16 and a half lands, which I think is where this deck lands. I'd rather just go with the 17 because we do have ways to use the mana. We have, Sunblessed Healer, Glimmer Lens, drawing cards, and, Commando and whatnot. Scarlet drawing extra cards, fourth getting Monarch. I guess Luris we would have more of a mana sink. Maybe I should play that. But I felt like I kind of wanted the exercise, just another piece of removal. Also blowing up artifacts and enchantments. Although I guess I have Commando for that. Maybe I should board the exercise. We get to go first, which is good. I think I'll keep this. I used to keep blinking Death Cruider's Champion. Throw a bunch of counters on Felia. Alright, happy to bin a land. Uh-oh. Are we dead? We're dead. Oops, we're dead. They win the flip. Naya, okay. Yeah, I mean, Naya decks are notoriously very, very good with Mana Crypt. Just getting super strong threats out early. And now they get to, I mean, I'll get to block one Goblin, I guess. But they get to rip a 4-1. Pretty good start here. Yep. They can even sack Mana Crypt later if it becomes a liability. I think I have to block the 1-1, just take 8, and then I can blink the skeleton. It's not over, that's true. Burst Lightning is a good draw. For sure. Yeah, I mean, I can exercise the skeleton token, but I might as well just failure it, I think. And Burst Lightning. Although, well, I could Burst Lightning the gut, exercise the skeleton, and then like try to block the Rabble Master or something. Could also exercise the Mana Crypt. Yeah, maybe I just do that. I don't know what to Burst Lightning. Because I can bounce the 4-1s and get them out of the way. They both kind of represent the same amount of damage. I doubt that they're going to block here, but you never know. Yeah, let's exile that, and then I guess burst the Rabble Master probably. We'll see if they play something pre-combat with gut or for gut. Because if they don't, then maybe I can get them stabilize a little bit. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we're somewhat stable now. We are at 9, but we can go Goyf, big sixer. And hopefully they don't have removal. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then we have a double striking Goyf next turn to even the playing field if they don't have removal. Okay. I mean, I have lethal here. They could have like a burn spell to kill a champion. Didn't seem like they had something for Goyf though. Yeah, figured. I take 14, so gotta have something. If they do have an exile effect, then we're back to square one, and they may even be ahead if they have another non-land card in hand. Got a wave or something? Jailer? Emperor. That'll do it. Yeah, Emperor probably kills me. I have to draw, like, spell. Unholy Heat, sure. Ugh. Okay, pass. Need to draw a fourth Aerlingus or Scarlet. So I have like 9 more lands in the deck. About like a 30-ish% chance I draw land. Apparently they're kind of whiffing too. Maybe not. Lauren. Okay. It's not bad. Okay. Glimmerlands after their Lauren. Pretty good. I mean, I still would have had the 2-2, but I guess with Glimmerlands I'll play land now. Ooh, Arena. Yikes. You got something? Big haster? Oh god. Eagles for 7 damage with vigilance on the Lauren. I take 4, I go to 5. I think I just have to take it though. Unfortunately, jumping on Lauren doesn't do anything. And the rip, headliner. Okay, that I could draw a burn spell. No, I already have burst lightning out. I don't think I have any more direct damage burn. Well, I guess headliner would have would have actually done something if I jumped. Well, maybe I'll at least rip a creature to block, but I doubt it. If I pull Lingering Souls, all right, show me the money. They go to 1. Oh, come on. If I'd drawn that instead of Lauren, or instead of Headliner, I mean. Damn. Yeah, I mean, it blocks the Lauren, but it doesn't block the Eagles, so. I'm just gonna not play Mox 4th, and if they, like, want to let me draw here or something, maybe. Alright, GG. That was a close one. I thought we were going to get trounced, and then we came back, and then just barely eked it out. Well, Prismatic Ending might be... Well, might not be better than Exercise. I think we're good. Fireball could be something, but not on the play. It's just rip and roll. Come on now. Okay. All right. Mummy. Opponent kept 7, of course. Crypt again, of course. Just keep 7 crypts, no problem. Screaming Nemesis, sure. I mean, Mother Runes is a pretty good answer to that, but not if they have other removal. Hmm. Wow, that's pretty sick. I also didn't show them Mother Runes last game, so they just like threw Revoker in their deck and then just spiked on a Mother of Runes. Pretty dope. Well, there's no reason to attack, but okay. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. All right, GG. The shame scoop. I was like, oh, protection. No damage will be dealt. Like, obviously not. Whatever. I mulled the 5. They had mana crypt both games. Like, I don't know. I almost won game 1. If I was more dedicated to this trophy race, I would just drop after the one loss, but I'm gonna play it out. This is a good deck. Okay. Keep. Please no counter. Oh, dismember. Yuck. Wow. Yeah, it's a good card. Mm-hmm. There's no twin in this format, but there is breach combo. So red blue could indicate that. They could just be red blue. All right, let's get the headliner in. Please no force. Okay, storm it up. I get to flip Jace here, if they so choose. Yeah, Time Spiral on their deck. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're breaching. So they are playing black. Okay. All basics. So they could recur, dismember, and kill the Scarlet. I wouldn't really be that surprised if that's what they do, but then I get to kill Jace if they don't have something else. I just plus. Okay. Hmm. Still gonna go after them. Play the Souls. They may not even have any creatures besides Jace, but oh, there's the Breacher. Okay. I guess I'm glad I didn't get Monarch. Probably have a draw 7 here, though. I would assume. They can't Time Spiral unless they have a Mox or Ritual. They probably have Ritual. But I couldn't have stopped them from... Oh, they just have straight up Wheel. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. What else can they do? They can Wheel again. Once again, I couldn't have stopped that, though. I dropped Jace down to 3. They lose their Jace, but, like, the deed has been done if they are able to recur Wheel. They have Brain Freeze in the yard. So if they have Breach, they win. If they want to like Time Spiral to get Brain Freeze back and do something that way, maybe. I'd assume they would just Wheel again. I think we're pretty dead. Okay, well, they're going to the trouble of pyroing, so maybe we're not dead. they ditch pyro for, or they ditch Covenant for pyro. That's funny. They go for Spiral. Okay, so they do want to shuffle. Get 7 more treasures. So if they don't do anything else to my creatures, I guess Burst Lightning would be a good draw. I assume I'm gonna die here, though. I don't know how many more times I can say that. Razorkin Needlehead. Wow. Okay. Yeah. sharpshooter for wheel. Preordain or something. Brainstorm. Crypt. Another crypt opponent. What the hell? Whatever. I did try to Mox Raghav on them, so it's fair enough. I mean, I should just scoop. There's a chance they whiff, but whatever. Let them do their thing. GG. Yep. I assume they have Breach also. They're not just relying on Hull Breacher for mana. Okay, Prismatic Ending could come in. I feel like I still want Heat though, because Hull Breacher seems pretty important for them. Hmm. I'd rather have Ending, I'm pretty sure. Because if it's going to be killing Mana Crypt, it's better to have Ending. It's easier to like kill Jace too if we can. Yeah, jam this. Play first. Mulligan. Christ. This is not a good hand. But I guess I keep. Parallax Wave seems horrible against them. We draw tap land. Or only tap land. Okay. Sure. It's not terrible. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and play Mox. There's a chance they end up wheeling somehow to flip Tamio if they have like Mana Crypt. Who knows if they have like Lotus too or something weird. I guess I could have binned it for Pyrogoyf. But we're going to get a creature in the yard here anyway. Sure. Mm-hmm. No, I shouldn't use Arena. Actually, I can't even use Arena for that one. I could use it on the champion. All right. Lose some flips, please. Just to make me feel better. I guess I should block anyway, just in case they have like a weird sweeper thing. But all my guys are 1 toughness, so it wouldn't really affect Tamio if, with 1 damage. So if I don't draw a land, I would be tempted to give Death Cruiser's Champion haste, but then if I do draw a land the following turn, I still won't be able to play Goyf. I will have Phoenix to play though, so. They show me days, okay. Something to be aware of. So I can't Goyf, but I can Death Greeters. Yeah, it seems pretty good. No, so I just want to cast it with this. Give it haste. Throw the counter on the Evangelist. I guess throwing it on the bad token would make it deal more damage, but then they could can trade with Evangelist, which I don't love. I think I just go on the Evangelist. So they chump, they take 2, 6, they take 8. There's a lot of damage. Okay, lose another flip, please. They won the flip. Boo. I'm not sure why they dazed. I guess maybe they have a combo and they want me to completely tapped out. But they could always just like daze whatever I play with 1 mana, so I don't know. Like now they're just down an island. And now I don't have to worry about days, so I could even play Pyroglyph. Unless they're trying to bait me with like a Snapcaster. Six. Or no, this is just 3. 3, 5. So it's definitely lethal, but if I play Phoenix, it's an extra 3. So if they kill Evangelist, it's 1, 4, it's 5, 7. So it wouldn't be lethal if they kill Evangelist. If they kill Evangelist, I do this. 5. 3 is 8. So Goyf's also not lethal. Alright, let's just go to combat. They're letting me get Battle Cry, so I'm assuming they don't have removal for Evangelist. We'll see what else they got. Maybe a blocker. Oh, they're dismembering? That's not going to work. Oh, Fire Covenant might work. They go to 4. Doesn't put any new types in the yard, though. Unfortunately. But I can put them dead to Crypt if they lose the flip. Yeah, I think that's better than killing Tamio. All right, lose. Ah, they won the flip. Lucky. I don't know. Stops them from using like fetch lands, I guess, for whatever that's worth. Stop them from using talisman for black. They get a black land anyway. Time spiral. Okay. Flip the Tameo. They don't have any lands left or land drops. They can't tap talisman for blue or black. Oh wait, no. Time spiral, duh. They get to untap. Dum. I draw all non-land cards, which is kind of good. But not so much if I die. They do have to kill me this turn, though, pretty much. So Tameo nerfs the bat token. I'll get enough things in the yard for Goyf to still be lethal. I assume. Oh, they just pass. Okay. Maybe I won't get enough in the yard for Goyf to be lethal. Should I Spellbinder first? And just give haste to champion if it goes through. Could give haste to Spellbinder. Or both. Yeah, I guess I should just do it to both. You got Stern Scolding. Oh, Daze. I still have Healer I can play with haste. Okay, lands. What else you got? Burst Lightning. Okay, well that makes Goyf lethal. Alright, GG. For good measure. I guess they can draw, sure. Oh, I was about to say, I thought they ripped something. GG. Alright, can we win a game 3? Parallax Wave seems pretty bad. I think the Dismember is still fine. They have Tameo, Jace, Hull Breacher. Containment Priest can probably go, but it's just a 2-drop creature. I mean, I don't have much to replace it. I don't think bringing a 4-drop against them is all that great. Certainly not good against Daze. Yeah, just bring in Exercise and run it like this. Okay, turn 1 Magda. Not a bad start. Poor man Dragavan. Please don't daze me. Okay, no daze, good. We have Dismember for potential Hull Breacher. And Heat, I guess. Don't counter me. Let me attack, please. Yes. It's all going according to plan. You have something now? Oh, okay. Sure. Jumping, okay. Deal. I guess that makes sense. I don't think it's worth heating that. Maybe it is. Maybe it was better to do that. Deal 6. But knowing they have Breacher, although I have Dismember, I don't know. Could go either way, kind of. Well, they're certainly playing more creatures than I thought they were going to play. Let's attack first. Maybe. Because they should Fire Covenant, so I don't want to just jam another creature into, especially a 1 toughness creature. Looks like the Covenant. Yep. Ooh. Reach Brain Freeze in hand. Okay. Well, if they draw Crypt, I'm in trouble. Ugh. I think I make Breach more expensive. I think I can kill them before they time spiral unless they draw a Crypt. Maybe not though, I don't have like a super fast clock. Oh well, they do still have to draw like land or Crypt. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that Breach. Healer's not bad. Brings out 2 threats. Okay, Island. And I knew you would do that. Still have Heat Dismember for Breacher. Alright, got him on a 2-turn clock here. They drew land. Ooh. 3, 6, 9, 11. 11? Alright, well. Keeps them off of fetch lands, I guess. We haven't seen any fetch lands from them, though. Oh, they got something. Burst Lightning on the Scarlet, sure. Okay, so they just have Freeze, Spiral. If they draw land, they get Spiral. Is the issue with exiling Breach, because then they get to Spiral with Breach also still available. Kind of the same with Brain Freeze, though. And I didn't feel like... What are they doing now? Oh. I mean... I have Heat Dismember, but sure. Show off your Hull Breacher. You have the right. I think that was more just like a here's what I drew. I don't think they were trying to do the like, oh, but I was so close, you know. They had a good deck. They just didn't draw the stuff in time. I got to disrupt them a little bit. If I hadn't exiled the breach, they could have on that last turn just gone ahead and breached into brain freeze and see if they hit like lotus petal or whatever, like lion's eye or whatever their uh, like mana source thing is. They could actually end up going off because with breach combo, like brain freeze in or breach into brain freeze is basically like a draw six essentially, looking for your like LED or lotus. I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Turn on mic. Okay. Well, don't turn on mic, but like, you know, Mike's a good guy. Okay, keep this. Seems aight. Sure. Uh-oh. Uh, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me anymore. No. You could have played that anyway. Whatever. No relic. No monolith. Please. Oh, God. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And it's right before I play Thalia, too. Okay. Still gonna do it. Keeps me off Lingering Souls for a turn. But it's okay. Yikes. You have a counterspell? What the fuck? Okay. Deal. I think sacking Lotus Petal for Remand is fine with me. Unless they just go nutso here. Dump their hand. Which they might do. White. Playing balance. Okay, Shadow Spear probably means they have Urza's Saga. For whatever that's worth. They were pretty inclined to get rid of Thalia, so I feel like I should play that again instead of Lingering Souls. Commando's pretty good. With healer too. Once more with healer. You know what? I should have commanded first. Because now they're going to get to do that. Because I should have commanded to blow that up. And then if they want to respond by making a thing, they can, but then they have to block Thalia with that or take 2. But this way they just get to negate the damage essentially. So they can get a 2/2 flyer with lifelink. I still think I blow up Foundry though. It seems ridiculous to not do that. I can healer it back and then activate again on something else. Probably the Thopter. Maybe the Shadow Spear though. Because then it makes any other creature gain life back, which is bad for me. I can beat a Thopter. I may not be able to beat a Shadow Spear if they have decent creatures. Oh, no attacks. No equips, I mean. They attack, but don't equip. Okay. What that means. Yeah, remand. Or not remand, reprieve. I can't take them off like Tinker, so I'm just going to wait on the activation, see if they play something better. Ooh, that's pretty good. Gotta say that's pretty good. Attack first, I think. They gain 2, I can deal 3. Maybe I'm supposed to just wait. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna wait. I'm kind of winning the race here because I can just jailer the Thopter. They had to come up with another creature to Shadow Spear up. They might play a scarier artifact. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. But at least we have Monarch. GG. Nice. Okay. Bunch of artifacts. Should bring an ending. Probably bring in Luris too. I'm not sure how good Parallax Wave is going to be against them. We didn't see a ton of their deck. Fire Ice is probably pretty good against me no matter what I do. Probably cut like Priest maybe. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna need Priest unless they have a random Through the Breach or Sneak Attack. It's possible. I wouldn't be shocked by that. Maybe Evangelist can go for Luris. I like Evangelist more on the play, I think. Sure. Need a couple lands. Let's start with Plateau and hope we don't get wastelanded. Oh, they are playing blue. Okay. I guess they were just stuck on blue last game. That's why they had so many cards in hand. Vintage. I maybe, well, I don't think I'm going to play Arena next turn, but technically could have played Plateau so that I could play Arena next turn. Might be relevant if I draw like Magda specifically. Shadow Spear. Okay. Kenyon. Yep. Let's jam. Ooh, Courtyard. Cool. Looks like they're F6'd. Not F6'd. They're just pass unless I can respond. I could have forced there, but I think getting more tokens later is better, obviously, and baiting out a counterspell with Lingering Souls, I think, is better. I could have Cryptic now, though. Headliner Scarlet. It's kind of a cool one. I could even give it haste. Look at that. Let's just attack and see what's up. I don't trust you, Phyllis. Plays around Miscalc, I don't know, Mana Drain. So I think they get the 3 instead of the 2, even though I paid 2 for it. Yeah, they get the 3. Makes sense. A lot of mana. They could have a Portal here. Or no, I guess they're one short Portal. Black also, interesting. 4 colors. Cryptic Coat. Okay, so I can't Burst Lightning that because it's got Ward 2. I gotta wait till my turn if I want to do that. I'm gonna equip the Shadow Spirit now. They play Retrofitter. They could still equip. Yeah, another counter. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I'm probably just gonna fourth if they don't. If they don't have a counter, I'm pretty clear to win. If they do have a counter, I can still attack with Healer Spirits. They get to gain 4 on the crackback, but it is what it is. Could also play Headliner instead. Leaves me with Burst Lightning up, plays around Daze. Yeah, maybe I do that. Also plays around like Spell Pierce if that's what they have. It's just Remand. Oh, it's straight up Counterspell. Cool. Okay. A little bit short of throwing Phoenix on one of the 2/2s or on the healer. It could come up. I guess I could fourth for one short and then do it that way. Or does it have to be permanent cards? No, just cards. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, a ton of mana again, but they only have one card left. Yep. Gain your 4. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they re-equip. They'll probably make a Trumper with Foundry. Maybe they'll... I guess they can gain life. Maybe they will re-equip. No, they just pass. Means they could have a spell, of course. Oh. It's pretty good, too. Yeah, I think I do the fourth for all but one plan. I mean, a hasty Pyroglyph would do it too, probably, but let's just do this. Six, 8. I guess they can trade here. No, because I still get the Phoenix. Okay. If this resolves, then I'm assuming Phoenix will also resolve. Okay. Block 2, take 6, take 11 exactly. I guess they can Foundry. Oh, they didn't Foundry. They have something else. Petty Theft? No. Probably wouldn't play Petty Theft in their deck. I guess we'll see. Are they realizing that they needed to Foundry? Or do they have something? No? Okay. GG. A 2-1. Yep. No trophy, but it is what it is. Got trounced in match 1. But I'll take the refund essentially. Okay. Kind of a rough go of it. I've done 4 drafts today. I've gone like 2-1, 2-1, 1-2, 2-1, something like that. No trophy yet. Kind of want to do another, but I could end it there. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Maybe get an early start tomorrow. I've gotten some good decks, just couldn't quite get there. Partially through mistakes, partially through just cube is cube. But yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. More Vintage Cube action, probably in the morning, hopefully, if nothing else comes up. And then I'll try to jam for a longer stream tomorrow, probably, I don't know, 5-6 hours, if possible. I wish you could see the cat right now. He's bundled up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.